Now, what could have been the end for most teenagers instantly became another defining chapter in YoungBoy's life. In 2016, many people wouldn't have even imagined that NBA YoungBoy would be dominating rap for the past 9 years and would be hailed as the Tupac and Michael Jackson of his generation. By the end of 2016, NBA YoungBoy was no longer a local buzzing name in Baton Rouge, and he was a rising star growing with buzz. But behind the music, his life was directly tied to the streets that pretty much raised him. Now that connection turned explosive when he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of an attempted murder in Baton Rouge following the retaliation shooting incident tied to the death of his cousin, Boozilla. Now, what could have been the end for most teenagers instantly became another defining chapter in YoungBoy's life. Facing decades in prison, he struck a plea deal pleading guilty to aggravated assault with a firearm and luckily getting a 10-year suspended sentence and 3 years of probation.
I mean, I see what he's doing. Nobody doing it like my son. This nigga's the GOAT. He's the greatest.
But by May of 2017, YoungBoy was back home and finally reignited his career and would finally get a taste of mainstream success. Now, within days of his release from prison, he dropped the single Untouchable, a song that framed his newfound survival as destiny. Now his fan base, far from discouraged, only grew in loyalty. Now he wasn't just rapping with struggle, he was a living proof of resilience. Now that moment marked the beginning of one of the most high-profile legal battles of his career, Operation Never Free Again, which is clear to play on his name, NBA Never Broke Again. But the attention around his name reached new heights, placing YoungBoy on house arrest. Now, YoungBoy was placed on house arrest and created one of the greatest hip-hop albums during this time, being Sincerely Control. YoungBoy walked free again, and fans began to see him not just as an artist under fire, but as someone constantly outmaneuvering a system stacked against him.